Right then, this is a walk around video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre EX automatic. Finished in white with a full black leather interior and got a ton of optional extras fitted to it. And notably, you can see there those optional alloys, and they're exactly the same as the black edition alloys that go onto the cars. It's absolutely fantastic. Rear spoiler and this urban exterior pack. Hopefully you can hear me okay today. It's a windy day today, so I'll do my very best for you. The car is in absolutely beautiful condition and it looks genuinely fantastic. The video will not do justice to the look of this car, so we do recommend coming and having a view of it. Lights and lenses completely clear, intact. Front bumper very, very clean, as is the bonnet of the car, which hard to spot a single stone chip on it. Coming down near side first, passenger side, absolutely smooth in the panels. Near side front alloy, the one that takes all the bashing. It's got a little bit right on the outside edge there, but generally speaking, very, very clean indeed. Near side rear alloy, absolutely unmarked. And probably my favourite angle for them when they've got this exterior kit and the high level spoiler. It just looks absolutely fantastic. It's very subtle, but it works so well. Back of the car, again, absolutely unmarked. And then to come down the driver's side, off side of the vehicle, again, absolutely mirror smooth on the panel work there. Absolutely stunning. Offside rear alloy, again, completely unmarked. And final alloy, again, without any marks in it at all. And it really is in absolutely stunning condition, this car, and is a beauty to behold. It's coming into the boot area now. Huge boots on the CR-Vs, and this one has been kept fantastically in the back as well. Plastics in really good condition, as are the fabrics as well. It's been given a very, very gentle life by a very caring owner, I think, this one. It's coming into the back now. Big wide opening rear doors. Really good sign of ownership to see these proper Honda accessory rubberized mats to protect the carpets underneath. And the leatherwork again is in really super condition. Front passenger door card, all door cards are in, again, super condition as well. All the little recesses have been kept really nicely. Footwell area is very, very clean and tidy. And front passenger seat there, been given very limited use. So finally come to the driver's door card, which again is in super condition. Electric window switches and electric memory settings there as well. Sorry, it's very blustery today, I do apologise. The driver's seat again is in super condition. So sat inside the car now, engine's running through this section so the dashboard can be seen illuminated. Dashboard looks pretty much as new, it's in beautiful condition again. Sat nav, you can see they're working exactly as intended. If I pop the car into reverse, you get that lovely clear gridded parking camera, all working exactly as it should. Dual zone climate control system, all the switch gear, all the little recesses been kept absolutely beautifully. As you can see, the heated seat buttons there as well. Coming across the main dashboard binnacle and pan in there for you, 58,590 miles and only a low fuel light currently showing on the vehicle. Steering wheel multifunction, cruise control, obviously hands-free functions and information display, plus radio and other bits and bobs. But it really is in stunning condition inside as well. So finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and very importantly lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre EX automatic. This particular car is registered HK13GKU and mileage at the start of the road test is 58,590 miles. As I say in pretty much all the videos, the reason we do these videos is very simple. It's essentially so that if anyone's looking at this car in an advert online, they actually get to see that very car in operation. We know just how frustrating it can be to go and see a car which, whilst it may look good in the photographs and in the description, as soon as you drive the car you find out it's got an obvious fault which you clearly should have been told about before setting off. So hence that's why we do it. So it is critical in that sense. Road test is also done on part of the road test road test route that any prospective buyer would go on, and it is for that reason, so it should be representative of what you'll feel yourself whilst driving the car. The car itself has been beautifully looked after by the Honda main dealers, and that's pretty much obvious as soon as you drive the vehicle. It drives absolutely beautifully. Engine starts instantly, of course, as all Hondas do. Settles to completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Since I did the walk around video, I just dropped a little bit of fuel into it because the fuel light was on, so that's now extinguished. Aside from that, temperature gauge running at a third, which is exactly where it should be on a Honda car, by the way. The engines themselves are just typical of Honda. They are beautiful, beautiful engines in every single way, actually. They're smooth, they're refined, they're very quiet, they feel stunningly engineered. Just everything about them, the way they rev, under the engine bay, everything. Cam chain driven, of course, so no cam belts to worry about on them. But they've also got a reputation for reliability and longevity, which is absolutely unmatched in its class. I mean, it really is a wonderful, wonderful engine. Engine then feeds through into the Honda automatic gearbox, perfectly matched to the engine. The ratios are set to extract the best out of the performance and the economy of the engine, and it's very well judged in that respect. As with all Honda gearboxes, the gear changes are very slick, very smooth, and it's got a reputation as with the engine as being very, very tough mechanically as well. We've never ever touched one. The gearboxes, you should still do the basic checks on them. Just make sure that from hot and cold that the gear changes are smooth, and when you select from neutral into either drive or reverse, there shouldn't be any great delays in the engagement, and the engagement should be nice and smooth. It shouldn't sort of clunk into gear. You do also have the facility on these gearboxes to use these paddles on the steering wheel, although in all honesty they're hardly ever used. So you can change gear manually. It's basically a bit of an aid for when you want to control the gearbox yourself, and that's normally when you want to do an overtaking manoeuvre, because gearboxes tend to want to change up as early as possible, which can be quite startling when you're trying to overtake and lift the throttle momentarily and find it's gone up a couple of gears or so. So what you do is you've got left hand one here, goes down the gearbox, right hand one goes up. At any time, any speed, you can just pull one back and it'll select a gear for you, and it reads out on the dashboard. So if I pull this one here, it's set to be fourth gear, so if I was overtaking I might drop down to third or even second, accelerate past, change up using this one, and I can control the point at which the gearbox changes gear. Once you're finished, just let go and it's already gone back to a full automatic setting. It's very, very simple and works perfectly. Steering on the car, real strong points on these CR-Vs, very accurate, precise, very nicely weighted. It also happens to track absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations at all coming back through the steering wheel of the car at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit, and the steering itself feels really, really tight and precise, as much as it would have done when it was new. It's also very well matched to the chassis, because the chassis itself, I mean, Honda know this market intimately, being the CR-V is the best selling SUV in the world, so they know what the majority of their customers want, and that's a really well controlled and very supple ride, so it rides very, very comfortably indeed. But when you're doing tighter manoeuvres or going through quicker bends, the car doesn't kind of flounder around. So I'm kind of doing a U-turn now. In some cars, the car tends to kind of just lollop over, keel over, but this it doesn't at all. It's very, very manoeuvrable, and it just doesn't unsettle the passengers, particularly the rear seat passengers. What I'm also looking for in road tests, by the way, is any signs of any kind of chatterings or knocking noises coming from underneath the vehicle. There's nothing at all. It's exactly as it should be. Brakes on the car are really good on this car. I did notice when we did the pre-delivery inspection that it looks like the discs and pads front and rear have been relatively recently changed, because they look very, very good indeed. And it's just sailed through an independent MOT with no advisories whatsoever. They were very complimentary about the car. The brake pedal itself, make sure no one behind me, give it a nice shove. It's a really nice solid brake pedal. There's no pulsing or vibrations, and when you hit the brakes hard it doesn't pull violently left or right, so it pulls up nice and straight. Looking around inside the car, it's in just beautiful condition in here. It really is. Video sometimes can't do justice, and it doesn't in this case. Lovely place to sit and operate a car, great visibility, brilliant driving position, and a dashboard that's really simple and easy to use. The interior is stunningly well made, as well as all these CR-Vs are, regardless of mileage it seems, because there's not a hint of a rattle or a buzz or a creak from the interior, and this is real world build quality, you know, a few years down the road with a few thousand miles on the clock. I mean, it really is just like driving a brand new car. That's the feel you get when you're driving the vehicle. As you can see there, sat-nav working absolutely perfectly. Dual zone climate control system, which gives you different temperatures side to side, and air conditioning's been checked and blows out lovely cold air. Heated seats again have been checked, work absolutely as they should as well. Directly in front of me, nice, simple, easy to read dashboard. Again, all the readouts working as intended. Steering wheel's lovely because it's quite small in diameter, sort of leather rimmed with the little bolsters at the 10-2 position, and it just makes the car feel nice and manoeuvrable, but it feels like new in hand. All the switches work perfectly. You've got the cruise control on this side, which works there, and you've got a little limiter you can set as well. Information display on this side, as well as radio controls. Then you've got hands-free functions and further information display on the bottom there as well. Obviously you get auto lights and auto wipers on these vehicles, as well as DAB radio, auto dipping beam. I mean, it really is, it's got loads and loads of stuff, but it doesn't intimidate. It's not one of those dashboards that does that. It is a four-wheel drive car. There was no four-wheel drive button on the car because it does it automatically. Basically, Honda worked out very quickly that most people's driving will be what I'm doing today, perfectly good conditions on perfectly good roads. If the front wheels happen to lose grip and start to spin on a bit of mud or ice or snow or something, then it automatically brings in the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive. It's seamless and brilliant, and I've used it many times. You know, my business partner, when he goes skiing, always takes a CR-V. He's never got stuck with one, and I've towed many a caravan across many a soggy pitch, and again, not come close to getting stuck with one. It's also wonderfully reliable. We've never put a spanner on one over 20 years of selling cars using this system, or Honda cars rather. As I said at the start of the video, the point of the video essentially is just to show the car in operation, and to feedback any issues, of which there's nothing at all. I'm not giving it any allowance for age or mileage. It just drives absolutely beautifully regardless of that. And whoever's lucky enough to take on this, I mean, it really is a lovely car in every way, this vehicle. We'll be chuffed to bits with it because it is superb. As always though, any questions, don't hesitate, please do give us a call.